Welcome back, everybody. It certainly has been a tough day and days for all of us at NBC News because, of course, the press conference that announced yesterday that an NBC News staff member actually had been tested positive for anthrax.
A Florida man has contracted a very rare and potentially deadly form of anthrax.
Rare inhaled form of anthrax. Health and Human Services Secretary Tommy Thompson calls it an isolated case and says there was no threat of terrorism.
In Boca Raton, Florida today, a memorial service for Bob Stevens. He is almost certainly the first American to be killed in a deliberate anthrax attack.
Now to the home front and those concerns over anthrax in Florida. After one man died from the illness and his co-worker was contaminated, the FBI has taken over the investigation.
America strikes back. Anthrax, another infection, this time at NBC News in Rockefeller Plaza. Good evening. Tonight we find ourselves in the unusual and unhappy position of reporting on one of our beloved colleagues, a member of my personal staff who has contracted a cutaneous anthrax infection. That's an infection of the skin that is responding favorably to treatment, and her full recovery is expected.
There were two letters that were suspicious that both arrived on the same day. One contained a white talcum powdery-like substance. The other contained a brownish, granular, almost sandy-like substance.
In just a week's time, we have had 4 confirmed cases of anthrax, all with media connections, and a number of anthrax scares as well.
ABC News.
In Nevada, in New Jersey tonight,
the U.S. House of Representatives is closing offices today until Tuesday to allow a complete sweep for traces of anthrax. And 29 staffers for Senator Tom Daschle's office have tested positive for exposure to anthrax.
The letters sent to NBC and the New York Post were the same. This is next. Take penicillin now. Death to America, death to Israel. Allah is great. The letter sent to Senator Tom Daschle had similar wording. You cannot stop us. We have this anthrax. You die now. Are you afraid? Death to America, death to Israel. Allah is great. All carried the date 9/11/01 at the top. All were sent from Trenton, New Jersey.
I don't have anthrax.
Good morning. President Bush tries reassuring the nation after anthrax is found at a facility that handles mail going to the White House.
President Bush is calling those people who are mailing these anthrax letters evildoers, and he says any attempt to terrorize this nation is going to fail.
another day of germ warfare and still no sign the worst case of bioterrorism in this country is close to being solved.
The government scientist who took his own life rather than face charges of hatching the diabolical 2001 anthrax attacks.
The FBI says the heart of its case is a DNA fingerprint of the anthrax sent through the mail. But it will be several more days before the government discloses its entire case. For now, victims and their relatives say they've heard next to nothing, including the widow of Bob Stevens, a Florida photo editor who was the first anthrax male victim to die.
I'm still hoping somehow, because of the investigation, supposedly, that we will get some answers. And that's, for 7 years, I've been waiting for that.
NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and then click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.